Hey everyone, it's Mrs. Allward, and I am back to finish up this part of the notes on rectangles. So now with rectangles, a rectangle is a special parallelogram that is now upright, all right, and has right angles. So it's a parallelogram, so opposite sides are parallel, but now it has right angles, and we also know that those right angles have opposite reciprocal slopes. So we're still going to continue with our slope formula, but now we need to do two things. If we're given a quadrilateral, first we need to prove we have a parallelogram, and then our right angles. So that means opposite reciprocal slopes. So it's almost a two-part thing, but really we're not doing any more work. It just comes down to our concluding sentence. So we still find our four slopes and then just a little bit more in our conclusion sentence. So let's graph quadrilateral plan. So P is at -2, 4. L is at -5, 0. A is at 3, -6. And N is at 6, -2. Oh, I forgot to label. Make sure you're labeling. And again, if you have a straight edge, it probably would be best to use it since some of these lines are a little bit longer. Now you can see that this one looks very rectangular shape. And I'm still going to set this up with my little right triangles so I can find my rise over run. There we go. So I'm going to go around all four sides, find my slopes, and then we'll chat about what we see. So I'm going to start with PL because that's kind of how the word goes. It doesn't really matter what order you go in as long as you find your four slopes. So PL, reading it from left to right, it's going up, so it's going to be a positive slope. So it's going up 1, 2, 3, 4, and right 1, 2, 3. So up 4, right 3. And then L to A, and it's going down from left to right, so it's going to be a negative slope. I apologize that my dog's barking in the background if you hear her. There she goes. All right, so it's going down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's going right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so there we go. So when we have a slope like -6/8, and we need to do this double proof. A, we have to prove it's a parallelogram, and B, we have to prove we have opposite reciprocals. Now, these two slopes are going to need to be opposite reciprocals. Well, I see that one's positive and one's negative, but those numbers don't match up. So I need to make sure I simplify my fractions. So if simplifying fractions is not your strong suit, what you can do is on your calculator, and don't forget, if you go, at least on my folks, if you go to the yellow folder for distance learning resources, the first link will bring you to that free graphing calculator for your Chromebooks. Just follow the link, and it will take you to that the Chromebook extension website and just download it. It's exactly a regular graphing calculator. It's super cool. So definitely do that. So you're going to do -6 divided by 8. Hit enter. It gives you the decimal value. Now we don't like decimals because we can't really compare them. All right. So then we're going to go to the math button right here. So if we hit math, and the first choice is frac, and that's going to simplify our fraction for us. And we hit enter and enter again, and it simplifies it for us nicely. So if simplifying fractions isn't your thing, just go ahead and use that tool. All right, so it's going to be -3/4. And there are our opposite reciprocals like we talked about with the right triangles. All right, let's keep going all the way around because we also have to prove that we have a parallelogram. So then AN right here. So it's going up from left to right. So it'll be positive and it's going up 1, 2, 3, 4 and right 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So PL and AN are parallel to each other. And then last but not least, we have to do PN. And again, that's going down, so it's going to be negative, and it's going down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. And then it's going right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, exactly like with LA. So those are parallel. Let's simplify it like the other one. Since we've already simplified it here, we know what the simplified form will be here. It's pretty self-explanatory. As long as you get one, you'll get the other. So then we have to do our twofold conclusion sentence. So first we say that plan is a parallelogram because PL is parallel to AN. Now I switched the letters, doesn't matter. And LA is parallel to PN. Then you can say plan is also a rectangle because consecutive slopes are opposite reciprocals. So it's a little bit longer conclusion sentence, but at least it's not a statement reason proof. Okay, so that's going to round out coordinate proofs 3 notes, and you will hear me in a little bit for the coordinate 4 notes on rhombi and squares. So I look forward to talking to you soon. If you have questions on the notes and the homework, let me know. Bye, guys.